Would you shut up and just push the button already?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's the Wisey Translator on the Wise Guys Sports Show.
I'm forever unclean.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Wisey Translator. It is the best segment of the night because it is the last segment of the night. It is that time when James and I give each other names inside and outside of the sports world. And the first thing that pops into our minds is what we give to you over the internet airwaves. And it is set here for life because the internet never goes away. Although we would like to make some of it go away sometimes. So as we have gotten to our technologically advanced setup that James has done so very well, we are able to give you the best 5 minutes of the week, the Wisey Chronicle. You're such a soul.
I made sure it was something just that bad because I did not want it to be that joke that I sent you about 3 hours ago if you watched it.
Watched it. I played it at the office.
That might be the joke of the year.
There's no might be, James. It is the joke of the year.
And we will not be linking that to this show.
No. That and the one from when you had to yell my wife's name that time.
Yeah.
Those two will never be linked to the show. Oh, the gift that keeps on giving, and not just only the month club. Oh, God. So, James, it is incumbent upon me to give the first name of the Wisey Translator. I'm going to go somewhere that we're going to talk about more next week on Tuesday. And, James, your name in today's Wisey Translator is possibly, after making his final start there, Detroit Tigers pitcher Tarik Skubal.
Throws his 1,000th strikeout, and then they blow a 6-0 lead. I mean, how the mighty have fallen.
Who do they think they are? The Mets?
Yeah. But I mean, we all knew that something was up with Detroit when they basically, imploded at the end of last season and kind of stumbled out of the gate. But then again, the most screwed up thing of the aspect of this whole thing, Michael, is with that division, the Tigers are 7 games under 500 and they're only 5.5 out. The White Sox are 4 games over 500, leading that division. The Guardians finally won a game today. And then, when you look at some of the other things, Mike, here's how bad there's parity in baseball. Do you realize that the Arizona Diamondbacks are only 5 games over 500 and own the 7th best record in all of baseball right now?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these teams that were projected to play well this year just haven't, whether it's bad play, whether it's bad luck, or it's injuries. I mean, think about, just going back to my Mets real quick, think about all the dudes they just got back. They just got Lindor back right before the All-Star break. They just got Luis Robert back. Clay Holmes is set to make another start tonight in rehab, but he's probably going to get traded. By the way, Soto's done until mid-September. He popped the calf again. So injuries this year have been a huge factor. And is it just me, or all the years the WBC happens, injuries are a big factor?
I mean, it's definitely something there. We always run the risk of that with the Olympics or World Cup, in soccer. We have it with the World Championships in hockey and FIBA in basketball. The NFL doesn't really have that, which is why they eliminated the Pro Bowl for being an actual game and basically made them bring back the quarterback competition or the skills competition from back in the quarterback club back in the 90s, essentially, and have them do all this other stuff and dodgeball and all that. But I mean, when you look at,
and they have to do it in the Zubaz pants.
I had a pair of those, dude. Shut your mouth.
I had 3.
But I mean, you look at Skubal, yeah, he's made 16 starts this year, 96 innings. He's given up 10 home runs, 116 strikeouts. His ERA is 2.79, still very good quality. He's 7-5 on the season because he gets like next to no run support there, and also had that time on the DL that the second that happened, Cleveland fans started licking their chops, thinking they could actually go out and steamroll this division. And oh yeah, here come the White Sox, who just
Yeah,
hover right around there. But it's definitely, it's going to be interesting to see where he lands. Because Detroit's obviously going to be sellers, and I'm not sure if he's going to be the only one getting moved. You have to look at some of their other star position players. Is Spencer Torkelson's name getting thrown around, as another star of theirs, another budding star that could get moved? If they're going to move Skubal, it would be basically the equivalent of the Pirates moving Skeens, which is not going to happen with the fact that the Pirates are competitive again the last couple of years. So it's going to cost somebody a very hefty penny, but my fear is that somebody's going to do it now before we get our lockout and everything. And it all depends. I'd rather see him go to like a wild card level team than like somebody like him. And the Rays would be awesome because it would allow the Rays to finally break through. I don't know if they'll do that. As long as he doesn't end up like with San Diego, the Dodgers, the Braves, or the Yankees, I have no problem with wherever he may end up going.
well, yeah, no, I don't either. And again, for the rental thing, you have to figure it this way. As good as they are, I don't think the Dodgers are giving up the entire farm system for him for this season. The three-peat would be nice. I mean, it'd be the first since the Yankees in 98, 99, 2000. But the Dodgers also know that they're an aging rotation, and you can throw a shit ton of money at them in the offseason. Why give up the boatload? You're going to be in the World Series from the National League anyway. I think a couple teams in play for him that no one's talking about, to be honest with you. One of them, Jim, as stupid as this sounds, as absolutely stir crazy stupid as this sounds, dude, what if Philly's in on him?
I could see Philly. I mean, because
Really?
he's
Tarik
a
Skubal?
he's a UFA after the year, especially with the fact that Philly got that close and then went into a little bit of a slide and kind of lost a little bit of ground to the Braves. That could be interesting. He's still only 29. He's already had his TJ surgery, so he's still arguably one of the more dominant players in all of baseball. If you're Detroit, absolutely you're going to move him to be able to get something out of him. You've got a playoff appearance, 2 playoff appearances with him. He's got a couple of Cy Youngs. He's arguably the best pitcher in baseball. And I say this wholeheartedly. If he goes to the Dodgers, if I were the other 29 teams in baseball, including Detroit, well, 28 at this point, take Detroit and the Dodgers out of the equation, I actually would file protest and antitrust at this point, because then you're going to push the Dodgers payroll up over $900 million.
Well, you can't file the antitrust because the Dodgers have to give up a boatload to get him. And every team has top prospects. And if you don't want to part with your top prospects, you now have no reason to bitch. None. Sorry. You don't. Again, I don't think he goes to the Dodgers. The Padres are so far out of it, it's not even funny. They're done.
The Rangers
Arizona
would be
would
in play.
The Arizona is interesting. I don't want to speculate a trade deadline. I think there's some crazy shit that's going to go down in the next 4 days. Who you got for me, bud?
Him in Pittsburgh would be real fun.
Him in Pittsburgh will be borderline unfucking fair.
It would be Schilling and Unit 2.0. Because you'd have to go Skeens and Skubal back-to-back days.
No, because Skeens is likable. No one likes Schilling.
But you know what I'm getting at.
On the field, yes. Off the field, Skubal and Skeens are actually nice people. Schilling is a douchebag.
Mike, I'm going to stay along the same lines, and I'm going to hit a little close to home here, and his name is certainly going to come up when we talk again on Tuesday. He's another one that's likely going to get moved, and that is your own New York Mets. Arguably did not pan out at all, Freddy Peralta.
You said it didn't pan out. You know, I remember being jacked for opening day when it was him and Skeens. And what I saw from Freddy Peralta on opening day was, oh shit. Now here's the one thing that could happen. I think he goes back to Milwaukee. And with the fact that he actually does like being in that clubhouse in New York. He's already said it. He said, this is on him. And if you know Mets history, Carlos Beltran, who just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, is the third player with a Mets cap on in his plaque. His first season in New York was dog shit. 06 on, he was great. He was amazing, which is why now he's in the Hall of Fame as a Met. The thing that nobody's talking about with this is if he goes back to Milwaukee, Milwaukee's not going to sign him. So he could still end up with the Mets on a longer term deal. But at the same time, if you're Milwaukee and you're going to be in a dogfight with the Cubs, do you want him who he can't get out of his own goddamn way to pitching down the stretch?
I mean, because he's only costing you $8 million with a club option right now, and he's a UFA this fall anyway. I mean, could he end up going back to Milwaukee on a rental, even though they're not going to re-sign him at that point? Does he go to Boston after Boston moved one of their starters? To possibly make way for, a move where they actually said that it just didn't align with, what they were looking to do with the arms that they have in their lineup, and the fact that he's still very young, with Chris Sale on his way back.
Sale pitched for Atlanta tonight.
I'm sorry. It's why was I? Because I remember Sale was there the next night.
Sonny Gray.
They got somebody and they moved him. I think they moved him to make room for somebody coming back off the disabled list, which actually surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I can't remember who it was. Sale threw a 2-hit shutout tonight, by the way. Fuck him. Yes, the Mets have played Atlanta 6 times and the Mets have won 4 games. Can't beat anybody else, but they can beat the Braves. I'll take it.